Ladies and gentlemen, in this RedGamingTech.com video I'm going to be taking a look at Arena Wars 2, available 20% off at the moment on Steam. That makes it £5.59, and it's developed by Extreme and published by Just a Game. And this one, of course, is an action strategy fest. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. Right, gang, I've had a little play of this, so I understand the basic rules. So, first of all, I'm going to be taking a look at the graphics options, as you would expect for a PC title. You can see there's a reasonable smattering. I'm going to be recording 720p. It doesn't really seem to affect the UI, fortunately. There's full screen options, which is good. There is no refresh rate option. Not a particularly massive problem on this type of game, however. There's your shadow quality, and finally your shader quality. Fortunately, there's no medium on this, so you'll just have to kind of make do. Player profiles isn't that interesting, and credits, as you'd expect, is the credits, although it's somewhat delayed to show. Anyway, so we've also got the help, which is fairly lengthy. It basically details about what things do, so that might be useful to some of you. You've also got single player, of course. So we have a few levels on this one, is basically what it comes down to. I'm going to pick a couple of them, and I'm not going to necessarily complete the maps, because some of the games are fairly drawn out. Now, how the game basically works, I'm going to say this as I'm selecting it. As you can see, there's several modes. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that I can click on, say, hardened. It doesn't work. It's basically what it comes down to. You have to beat them one at a time. So anyway, I'm going to click on a novice. Why? Because I've only beaten the game once. Fight. So basically how the game works is you have a launch pad over there, which basically those items are pretty much what the opponent wants to steal. Now I'm going to buy a reasonable smattering of different craft at the start. Now, as you can imagine, because this works as a very simplistic but very effective capture the flag in many ways, these items are pretty much bad for you to lose, is what it comes down to. Very simple, but very to the point. So I'm going to build one more destroyer, and also scroll down, have a look. Okay, so that's the enemies one. Now you'll notice there is no fog of war on this game. Now right away the enemy's being fairly aggressive and coming towards it. Now at this stage the AI is not really that amazing. Now you see what happens. They've already tried to steal one of my modules. Now, I'm going to obviously concentrate fire on the unit that has my module. Fortunately, it hasn't got really a prayer in hell at the moment. It's what really okay, so we've got a buggy there. Now the buggy is obviously the faster of the units, so I'm going to use that not so much as a scout. Oh wow, they're being really aggressive. I'm going to kind of just put my units there. Hopefully they'll do their job, bless them, and they'll take out as much of the stuff as possible. Now, they're trying to take out my turret, because, quite simply, if they take out my turret, very bad things happen. Now, I have upgrades. You heard where it says upgrade available. That basically allows you to pretty much upgrade any of your units as and when. Now, I'm going to upgrade my destroyer, because that's... Okay. Not enough money left. Okay, so I'll have to deal with that in a moment. Oh, wait, actually, sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing. So destroyer now will do a little bit more damage, which is, of course, ideal. We want them to destroy the buggy first. We do not want the buggy alive, because the buggy is what they'll obviously use to try and capture my dudes. Who's that? Now I'm once again going to upgrade my tank. I feel it's a very good unit overall. And where is my other dude? Okay. Now I could be really cruel But I'm not going to store up the proverbial hornet's nest as yet. I prefer to wait on that. It doesn't really benefit me, is what it comes down to at the moment. So I'd rather be a bit sneakier. I'm going to pull my dudes down here. You can see that I've got a reasonable force. And I do have this buggy, so I'm going to send that over to this experience over there. Self-destructibility.
Item received.
Okay, so we've got some more dudes. Unfortunately for them, I have a lot of destruction. You can see just how much damage I'm doing to their tanks. Now I'm going to upgrade the buggy again. Or shall I say for the first time. Because now basically the unit can do a little bit more damage.
Experience received.
And I'm just going to quickly collect that. These are items. Now these items are basically a one-click deal. For example, jamming. I'll just whip mouse over it. Slow down. That would be absolutely perfect if, for example, an enemy captured something. And in power, this increases the damage, which is good for, obviously, if you're more trying to take something out. So you can play very defensively or very offensively. The game's very open like that. Now, I don't particularly want to... Yes, we can also upgrade that as well. This basically allows you to have more units. So it's kind of like a trade-off. I'm going to upgrade the amount of units available so I can have yet another heavy tank.
Building.
And also, I'm able to build another buggy from that as well.
Destroyer constructed.
Now, because of the short build times, you don't ever feel like, you know, you're completely helpless. However, now you notice at the moment I am playing a little bit defensively. I'm basically trying to be a pain in the ass. By the way, that's my power generator. Now I'm going to basically annoy this guy any second now. I'm going to take out that again. I'm basically going to try and capture something in a moment, but I just want to kind of get an overview. Now you can zoom in and out a little bit, and you can also scroll really quickly by holding in the middle mouse button. So that's fairly simplistic. You can see these guys aren't really going to pose much of an issue at this point. So that's pretty cool. I don't know why I'm scrolling rather than just clicking on the map, but there you have it. You can see I haven't practiced much on RTS games in a while, to be honest. Right, what's this? Slowdown, Empower, Invincibility. Now, obviously Invincibility is a very, very, very good ability. I bet that shocked you guys, right? So, I'm going to move my...
Experience received.
Excellent.
Upgrade available.
Now I'm going to upgrade my... You guessed it. I'm going to upgrade my supply, actually. I want to basically make it so that I can pretty much take out anything I want. I'm also going to be really cruel.
Destroyer constructed.
I'm actually just going to ninja this now and see what happens.
Module taken.
Right, let's see. I don't have a speed up as far as I can see, but I do have a reflection shield if required. I've also got various things to slow down the enemy and basically make myself very, very, very hard to kill. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to try to move all my units to try and intercept these guys. Now, it doesn't look like, to me, they're being that much of a threat at the moment. I don't know why, maybe they've just forgotten or something. But either way, that works extremely well for me, as you can imagine. So I'm going to move my ass down there. Right, I've scored one. Excellent.
You have taken the lead.
Damn right, that's what I like to hear. So you guys get the idea. Now, basically, you'll want to do that several times in a row. And that, of course, will net you a victory. Now, there are two methods down. There are this... Wait, well, there are a couple on this map. You can take on the turret there, but obviously that's not always the best idea. Now, I'm actually going to quickly attack their factory because I just want to be really mean, is what it comes down to. Now, you'll notice what happens when they go boom. It creates a massive shockwave around there. Well, whatever the hell that is. The silo thing, I suppose, is the best word. And yes, silo thing is. Okay, now I'm going to get the module dude, and we're going to quickly go up here. Now, I don't think I'm going to necessarily complete this one. For some reason, he's just, I don't know, derping and just not even bothering, so if that's what he wants to do. Now, I have noticed a few glitches on the AI, but overall it seems reasonable. Ow, I actually forgot about that. Let's just take these guys out, because... Be mean, kill him. There we go. Just basically lurk there and just molest them, basically. I'm going to empower my unit. Yeah, do a bit more damage, that'll teach them.
Upgrade available.
You don't want that, do you? You don't want to, you know, shoot. I do love to make them cry, I must admit. Perhaps that just says something about me more than anything. Anyway, while my units are quite happily destroying all the things, I'm going to score another point.
Experience received. Upgrade available.
Gonna quickly upgrade a few things. It's never fun to watch your enemies slowly take you out. Now, they are really hammering at me now. But that's fine. I've scored another point. Right, I think that's that map showed, because frankly I think you got the idea. I'm going to show one more map. So, 1 second. I'm not going to show you the loading screens, that's just pointless.
Fight.
Right, so you can see right away we're in a got a nice lush sort of desert, and of course basic layout principles remain the same. Well, we can upgrade one unit, so I'm just going to quickly upgrade so I can have a little bit more flexibility with my builds. Now obviously I have to do that, but I just like to do it because, I mean, look, these guys are already trying to attack. That's just not cool, dude. Yeah, he's done. Fortunately, or unfortunately, depending upon your perspective, I have a unit that's right there. Now, I have a couple of turrets on what it basically comes down to on this. So I'm going to tell my buggies, actually, to go there. But I'm going to tell this dude to stay there. Now, you can imagine just how fast and furious, if you will, this could actually turn out to be.
Advancing. Not enough supply.
Okay.
Walker finished.
Right, what we got around here, my good chums?
Destroyer constructed.
Okay.
Item received.
See, that could be a very bad place. You can see just actually how many turrets there are in this area. And you'll also notice that there's a lot less goodies. Now, this guy, is what it comes down to, has a slightly better position in some aspects. Slightly worse than others, however. I'm going to come back here and I'm going to get this XP because I want another level up. I want to try and get my destroyers to be a bit tougher because, frankly, I don't particularly want them to not be doing this damage. So overall, at the moment, I don't feel the graphics are too bad. I mean, sure, the trees look a bit samey and the light sourcing, you know, isn't amazing. But at least the UI isn't a StarCraft clone. It's not bad. I mean, okay, there's a few similarities, but come on now. There's only a certain amount you can do. A spider. Cheap light damage supporter. I don't really use that one, to be honest with you. Bollocks. That didn't sound good. Oh, hi, dude. See, they're not being smart about it. They're going literally up the top route. Yeah, fair enough. Now, there are a couple of routes in. Unfortunately, all of them are blocked. Other than that one, it looks like there is one route that is actually fairly safe for me. So I'm not going to test it as yet, however. I don't really feel it's a requirement. I am a little bit worried about my power. As you can see, there is no way to basically defend everything. It's basically impossible. Let's hope that they don't attack my dudes. Yeah, that's a good boy. You just leave them alone. Yeah, basically that guy's just meat. Now, I'm going to take this out because I frankly want the experience. You want to get every piece of EXP as possible. A rather obvious statement. At the moment, anyway. I mean, I don't know about later on advanced.
Experience received. Upgrade available.
Okay, I'm going to grab another upgrade on this sucker. Because the tanks just do so much damage, is basically what it comes down to. They soak it up like it's a sponge. And that's a very good thing. Now, I could, in theory, if my unit was fast enough, just nip across. But I have a feeling that is just going to cut me to absolute ribbons. So there's no point in just sacrificing a unit just to sacrifice the unit. That's not basically how to do business, really. I just have to respect the fact that he has that turret, and I just have to respect the fact that that area is his at the moment. It's very simple, very, well, that's it, really. You just have to respect it. Sometimes RTS games or competitive games are all about respecting the fact that an opponent can do something, and this is one of those times. Now, I really want to take this turret out, but before I do that, I'm not going to leave my position weakened, because I know this guy is basically just waiting for me to do that. It looks as if he's basically going the... No, naughty man. Die, 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 die! All of you die! Or something. Good boy. Okay, I want that. That is invincible. Invincible is basically my happy face. As the name implies, it makes your units, well, invincible. I know that one shocks you, but still. Now, the fact that it makes them invincible pretty much gives you 2 or 3 benefits. First of all, it basically means that you can pretty much soak up any damage you'd like. So your unit could be used as a damage soak. The second, and probably best, is you can use it as a way to get your enemies away from something. So for example, if it's trying to capture the flag, if you will. Now I've got another one of those invincibles. See, they are trying to be special. Now, I understand what they're trying to do, and I respect that. However, I'm going to be mean. I'm going to leave my units. No, no, no. I don't want to go too far forward. There's no benefit to me. It's basically what it comes down to. I'm going to make another tank. I have a couple here, and I'm going to basically try to get all my units. I should probably actually have not done that. I should probably have got an artillery. That probably would have been a bit smarter. But there you have it. You know what they say about hindsight, right? It's a bitch. That's what they say about hindsight. So, now I want that experience again. I'm half considering cutting back, actually, just to get that with one of my fast units. I don't actually have a faster unit, which is a bit of a problem. Let's see if I can shoot these guys.
Upgrade available. You lost a turret.
Another turret. Where's that turret? That doesn't please me. Let's just make them invincible. There we go. Right, now I don't have to respect him. I do not have to respect him one iota, my good friends. And I'm also going to upgrade, if I can find it, artillery. Bollocks, it's too expensive. I did not realise this. Okay, I'll just deal with what I've got at the moment. Now, I'm going to grab that as well. I'm just going to try to grab as much of the middle ground as possible. If I lose one more unit, I can grab artillery, so I'm not too concerned. Okay.
Item received.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Careful, careful, careful. Right, I'm going to use Empower. Empower. And then Invincible. Right, now attack. You can see just how much damage I'm doing. They're basically, their turret's done. This is from smart, well, I wouldn't say smart, but this is from reasonable micromanagement. I just want to check around, see if they're doing anything that I don't feel they should be, such as trying to win. I don't think they are. I'm going to build an artillery, and I'm also going to build a buggy. Right, now, hopefully I can at least score one.
Artillery completed.
Alright, let's just make them go straight down. And see what happens. I don't have a clue what the hell they're doing. They seem to have basically just given up. But then it is only the easiest setting. I'm not really concerned about the AI on this one. Obviously this game's more meant for multiplayer, but I'm just trying to show you guys how it plays is what it comes down to. So, I'm going to score one for the blue team.
You scored.
And of course I have a point, which is great. So, I think you guys get an idea by now. Oh, great. They've sent a massive contingent. However, just the damage from my tanks alone is basically, well, destroying their souls. Yeah, see what I'm saying? There's not much they can really do. I am very curious, though. Turret. An artillery. So, anyway, you guys get the rough idea by now of how it basically works. So, with that said, I'm going to pause it. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. It's been a bit of a short one, but it should give you a fair indication of how the game plays at the very least. And whether you're interested in it, it's not a bad game at all. It doesn't do anything particularly new in the RTS scene. It, however, does do it fairly well, and it's quite nice to see a capture the flag rather than just destroy everything. Obviously, there's not resource management as such. You're not collecting gems, materials, Vespian gas, or, you know, whatever. But you are managing the resources you have because you have infinite. It's quite unique in that you can actually increase your resources by a simple upgrade. So it's quite a nice RTS. It's fairly solid. I'm probably not going to be playing online, if I'm honest. I've got too many other games to play. And if I was going to play an RTS online, it'd probably be StarCraft. But there you have it. I think it's a solid game. For the price, it's not bad at all. So if you're looking for something a little bit different, you're not heavily into the RTS, the, you know, kind of want to learn from the very scratch, or you just into something a bit different, it's a pretty good purchase is what it comes down to. Graphics aren't bad. They're not amazing. Sound's not bad. It's inoffensive. I will say the shadow engine looks fairly reasonable. The water effects look pretty good. There's a fairly reasonable smattering of units. Once again, it's not the best you've ever seen in your life, but they make sense and they're the typical archetypes. So anyway, yeah, it runs well as well, if that made sense. So anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the brief video. Leave a thumbs up and a comment if you liked the video, and also if you could subscribe, I would appreciate that greatly. So anyway, take care of yourselves, bye for now, and catch you on the flip side.